Alright, part 11. Probably the last part. Depends on how Demon Chef goes. God, I hope it's the last part. Alright. I did some work over the weekend. Also, how do I... Yeah, sound. Okay. Used all my gems. Used almost everything. Tried to do some fishing. Didn't work out so well. Yeah, just couldn't catch those barren grains. I don't know what's up with them. Where was, nah, never mind. Need to get my supplies. I worked on Kitty's weapon. Got it to Angel Gear, or Angel Shooter. So just need a little bit more for that. More attack and more magic. Hopefully I get double money several times. Okay. Sell this junk. Let's see, got enough. More repair powders. Yeah, looking good. Alright. Back to Demon Shaft. What was I on? 64? Quite a ways to go. Crap, this might actually be... Might have to break this into 2 parts. This is where the annoying stuff starts happening. Ow. No. Stay dead. There we go. So, do I... Oh crap. Do I have any stories to tell? Got my physics grade back. That was something. Almost forgot to put this back in. So yeah, Wednesday last week I had a physics exam and a computer science exam. I already discussed how that went. Computer science exam, perfect. It was absolutely flawless. Physics exam, kill me. It wasn't, it didn't go well. That wasn't until I got my grade back and I found out I actually did higher than the class average. And the professor said that's really all you need to have done to pass the class. First exam I didn't get above the class average. I was 2 questions short of doing that. This one, I was 2 questions above that. And what was the class average, you might ask? For both exams, the class average was a 51. Yep. Physics, man, like it's tough. And this exam covered the F equals MA, gravity between 2 objects, gravitational fields, that stuff. Okay, I don't need chess, I already have There is no mini gate key. Okay, we're cornered now. Yeah, this is where things get deal a lot of damage from annoying enemies. And worst of all, they take so many weapon hits to kill. Remember back in the old dungeons where I was one-shotting everything? Yeah, good times. So yeah, got my physics grade back, 57. Got 19 out of 33 multiple choice questions right. You're thinking, it's multiple choice, how can you get it right, you idiot? I mean, how can you get it right? Well, you have to really work at your answer. It's not really like a, oh, you can just plug these in and maybe it'll work. No, you have to really work your answer. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, and I also found out what shop in Queens sells the bomb nuts. So we're gonna be doing some nut busting on the final boss. What do I need here? That. Why can't every enemy in the demon shaft be like this? Crap, I hate these things. Forgot, what do they need? Is it wind? No. Thunder? Thunder just does like really low damage. Alright, I'll let the poison finish you off. Ow. Yeah, just stand there and take it. Ah. No, come on, come on, come on, don't do this. If there was ever a time I wanted insta-kill to kill, it'd be on those things. I hate them. Ah, I need the egg. Yeah, come on, just stay poisoned. What else can I talk about? Ooh. Let's go, kitty. Yes, thank goodness. Oh, but I don't have anything to... I don't have the money or the gems to upgrade it with. Who else? Who else do we have? Yes! Get stunned, nerd. Got him. Are you that key? No, you're a worm. Who puts a worm in a treasure chest? Like, seriously. Where's my chicken? Yes! I knew getting all the statuses on this thing was a great idea. Flapping fish. Yeah, just come here. Oh, I know what I can talk about. So, I've talked about before classes I've been to. Tough classes, easy classes. We never talked about the actual classroom. So here's some of the worst classrooms I've been in. Let me think. So basically in the campus I go to, there's different buildings based on different things you'll learn in the building. There's like this big building that has like a tall tower and then two smaller buildings next to it that are 4 floors high, and the tower's like 20 floors. I've never had to go to, like, past the 4th floor, honestly. And in this building, this is like all the general stuff you learn. Like, some of my business classes were here, some of my math classes were here, sociology was here, a lot of other classes were there. Like, really, really basic classes. Or I guess general. Perfect. Alright, have fun being poisoned. So that building, the classrooms there, I've only been into, like, several different types of classrooms. One classroom was, like a basic classroom, you know, just good room, like, could hold about, I guess, 20 people? Or 20 or 30 people. It's a good classroom. Good ventilation there, too. And I've been there on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th floors. So they were all okay classes. Then there's like the big lecture room classes where it's like a huge auditorium kind of thing. And the professor's at the front speaking. Those classes were okay too. I always sit all the way in the front row but on the left side, because that's where the outlet is. I use it for my laptop. Always sit there. Always did good in those classes. Really easy. And then the other type of class was this, like, really small computer roomish kind of class, where the big computers were inside the desk. And it was a real pain using them. Like, they were really outdated. God damn it. One of these fish fucks probably have it, don't they? Yeah. Or you could have it. Please have it. Please have the gate key. Come on. Yes, thank goodness. So that was that building. Now, another building I've been to last semester, I believe. It was in this building, like, in the middle of the big courtyard. Because the courtyard here, it stretches out really long. Then all the way at the end of the courtyard, you have, like, 2 buildings. On the left, you have the science building, and on the right, you have the library. Okay, who's next? Yeah, the bomb bastards are also annoying. Alright, enjoy that poison. I don't think these attacks, yeah, they don't work. Anyway, so the science building. A lot of classrooms there. Very small classrooms, big lecture classrooms. Oh, and then, like, there's also those classrooms that are, like, small lecture rooms. But it's, like, the ventilation there is absolutely terrible. Because there's no windows at all. It's just a big room. So, in the winter, it's pretty much, like, freezing in there at all times. They don't have any heating there. In the summer, it's boiling there at all times. Oh no, that's the worst thing to get here. Oh boy. I mean, it wears off after a while, yeah. Okay, poison will work on you. Alright. Listen, hurt me as much as you want. As long as I'm in a bathtub, I'm fine. And poison finishes it off. Good. Still no gate key. And now to get to some of the bad classrooms. Besides that one with no ventilation. There was this building I went to. Is it called Clapper? It's like this big building. The classroom I had, it was like in a secret area. You had to walk in the front, keep going forward, and then make a left, like at the end of the hallway, and then there's like a little stairway there to go down. From there, you have to go down the stairway, and then turn left, and there's another stairway there to go down, and then as soon as you go down, boom, there's your class. That class also had no ventilation at all. Every single time we went there, it was so high. Like, it was like 92 degrees weather there at all times. Last semester. Well, I guess it's last year. I need to kill him. I have the orb in the map, so no magic circles here. Yeah, that was one of the worst classrooms. Another really bad classroom last semester in this, I think it was like the math building or something. But there I learned computer theory, and it was a big lecture room. No programming at all. It's all theory of computer science. And in that class, also no ventilation at all. 90-degree weather at all times. And it was in your basic classroom. It was a huge classroom. Like one of those lecture classrooms, except it wasn't like... It wasn't at an angle. For like the normal lecture classrooms in the first building, they were like... they were like seats going up and up and up, higher and higher. But here they were just like straight across, and I always sat in the front. Even then, like this place looked like so gloomy and depressing. It's like if you're in this class, you're in for like a really depressing time. God damn it, this guy must poison you automatically. I think I got all these needles. So yeah, that was another class, and I think I talked about that class where my professor is pretty much someone who always says, like, I'm going to fail everyone. My goal is to fail everyone. I still don't know if they were just joking or if they really meant it. But somehow I ended up getting an A in the class. I don't know how. Got a 71 on the first exam, and then an 80... No, wait. I got an 80-something... 81 on the first exam, 79 on the second exam. And then... the third exam, I don't even know what my grade was. But I love the way the tests work. It's pretty much... your grade is based all on tests, but your grade is calculated by 25% times the highest of your first exam or your second exam. And then, the same thing for the next 25%, except it's the highest of your second exam or your third exam. And then 40%, I think, was, yeah, 20, 25, no, it must have been. I don't remember the numbers, but it was like, the first number is the highest of your first exam or second exam multiplied by the percent. Then the next percentage was the highest of your second exam or your third exam multiplied by that percent. And then it was just the final multiplied by the percent. And the final is the third exam. So I must have gotten something really high in the final to get like 65% credit. Oh my god. Everything hates me. Time to get another needle. Fuck. Yes, you're cornered now. Yes, perfect. Alright, let's get out of here. But yeah, that classroom, like, oh my god, it was like so hot. It was 92 degrees at all times. And I really felt sick going to that class sometimes. Because it's like freezing weather outside, and then it's like incredibly hot inside. So yeah, it was a terrible class. And the professor was pretty good. Oh, thank you, insta-kill, finally. Oh, did I not upgrade this? Oh, I didn't. It's almost there. Damn, what is giving me abs? Yeah, let's upgrade. Plus 30. Jeez. Let's repair also. Oh, great. Another circle, but I can't do anything with it. Oh, maybe I can. Might as well go to the back floor here, see what's up. Might get something good. Nah, you know what? It's not worth it. The chances that there's gonna be good gems in the back floor, it's too low. Especially 4 good gems. Other classrooms I've had in this, like, English building. Had English class there several times. Also had sociology or anthropology. I forgot the name of the class. Also had Spanish there. I was lucky to have Spanish in that classroom, though. Usually the languages, the way the campus works, it's like the outdoor section there, or the quad. And like, if you keep going forward all the way to the end, like on your left is the science building, on the right is the library, and then like there's a parking lot in the front. If you walk past the parking lot, you get to this like prison building, because it was a prison, but they remodeled it into a building for classrooms. That's where all the language classrooms are. Except mine, I had Spanish in a different building. Did I get the gate key? I can't remember. I didn't. So yeah, that was like the prison building, and thank God I never had class there. But the English building had plenty of good classes there. Classrooms were really nice. And they actually had good ventilation. When it was cold outside, it's like the perfect temperature inside. Warm outside, perfect coolness inside. And now, last but not least, the business and liberal arts building. The classrooms there were very good. Weren't too hot or too cold. They were really huge though. Alright, please don't. Yes! Double freeze. Of course, the last hit is the one that poisons. Alright, let's see what junk you have for me. Oh boy, a Hexa Blaster. And I already have the Supernova. Damn, the gate key was down there the whole time. Alright, well, there's really no reason to switch. Oh, that's nice. Fuck, I really need my money double, though, because I'm almost... There's 30 floors to go. But my weapons aren't ready yet. Good, another useless chest. Boy, battle axe. It's one thing I really didn't like about this game. The weapon boxes weren't that good. The chances of you getting a good weapon is like extremely low. For one? Wow, 3 big weapon boxes and another battle axe. Over the weekend, I actually went to grind a little in Queens. And went to the shipwreck place. I got a room with 5 big weapon boxes. 6 if you count one of them because it was a King Mimic. But all the weapon boxes all gave me junk. That's really the one thing I don't like about this game. The weapon boxes are terrible. Like, they're good in the beginning of the game. They're not so good when you get to like... I guess the second to last dungeon or the third dungeon. It would be nice here if, in like the last dungeon in the game, the best and strongest dungeon, they give you the end game weapons. Like, that would be nice. Yeah, great, it's full. We don't need these bombs. I don't want to raise any alarms. Let that poison finish you. Great. Fish. powder. Powder. Huh, yeah, so I am doing 500. Before I did like 250 with lightning at one. Oh, how you like that, Emotep? You're frozen. Ah, there was water back here. Oh yeah, so the business building. It's like this very obscure building on campus. Like, you gotta go down like this specific stairway halfway through the courtyard area. And go down the stairs and then boom, business building right there. Well, business and liberal arts. And let me tell you, like that place, I've used the bathroom there multiple times. That place has the nicest looking bathroom out of all the parts in the campus. Anywhere in the college, like that place has the nicest bathroom, definitely. And I'm a guy, so saying a guy bathroom is nice really means it's nice. Us guys, we're disgusting. We do a lot of bad things to toilets. Guess I should use one of these, because why not? But yeah, guy bathroom toilets, like they're terrible. But this one was like so clean and neat. Probably because it was like the business building, and anyone who takes this section, they're probably gonna be more serious than your average person. But yeah, that bathroom was like the nicest. Every time I have to use the bathroom and I'm on campus, and I'm like, which bathroom should I go to? Oh, I got time to go to the business building, go to their bathroom. 10 out of 10 bathroom would recommend. The worst bathroom in the campus is probably either the science building one or the main building one. It's like where all the general classes are. Those two buildings probably have the worst ones. Especially the second floor one. Like, no one ever flushes or cleans there. It's just disgusting. Business building one though, like that one, it's so clean. There's not a single drop on the actual toilet seat. That's how clean it is. Then I use it and, you know, I wipe with my foot, but... Seriously though, that building, cleanest bathroom I've ever seen. Fish fuck. Let's see right here. No. Let me think. What other buildings have I gone to? Oh yeah, even the library bathrooms, they're not that clean as the business office one. And I know I'm going to the right bathroom. It's like the public boys' bathroom in the business building. It's not like the faculty bathroom, which I imagine must be pretty nice. Oh crap. Yeah, come on. Die. Yes. Okay. No need for that. Let me also go sell a bunch of crap because my inventory's full. Also, to anyone who plays this game ever, one of the best weapon abilities for you to get early on, probably Steel. Steel is really good. Like, when you just start out, getting money is really hard. With Steel, you can just steal a lot of stuff from the enemies randomly. Sell that for a lot of money. Other good abilities early on, you might get Durable randomly, you might get Quench randomly. I don't know if buying the big bucks hammer is worth it though. Cause like, it's good having big bucks, but I don't really think it matters. Yeah, I don't need the soap, I have needles. Let's see, a lot of repair powers, rival powers. Oh wait, how much money do I have? 28, yeah, that's good. Alright, just need something to double my money, please. After that, I should be set for everything I need for the final boss. Oh no, wait, after that, I need to have some extra money on hand, because I'm gonna buy a bunch of bomb nuts and literally bust the nut on the final boss. As promised, because I messed up on the other final boss. I messed up doing it against the Dark Genie. This time I won't mess up, though. I'm gonna do it. 29 floors to go. I might make this. Depends though, we still haven't seen some of those other annoying enemies, like the Barons. Those are the worst. Or one of the worst. Alright, lots of chests here. Definitely some are mimics. Magic circle here. Yep, there it is. King Mimic? Yep. Yep. Ow. And the poison will finish it off. Oh, no chests here. Yes! Thank God. Alright, let's get out of here. There, I think that's pretty much all the buildings I've been to. Yeah, the main one at Kylie, Clapper, Remsen. Yeah, that's about it. Now I've talked about the best classes I've had, the worst classes I've had, the best classrooms I've had, and the worst classrooms I've had. What's left? Oh boy, Satan's ring. You know what really amazes me? How many fucking abs you get in this place. Just kill everything on the floor and I already have 999 abs. Enjoy that freeze. Also, seriously, if you're gonna do Demon Shaft, please get all the weapon abilities. Or mainly just get poison and freeze. And critical. Well, critical is gonna be difficult to get, but if you can't, oh well. Honestly, like those abilities, critical, oh, durable as well. I don't know if it'll help, but it's still good to have. In fact, just get all the good ones. Get durable, drain, quench, what else? Poison, critical, said critical. Not steal, stop. I mean, quench and durable you can actually do really easily. I forgot how though. But you can buy a kitchen knife and it might come with durable. I think it was like just quick buy a bunch of them and then one of them will have durable after a while. Yeah, come here. I'm being circled by 2 crabs. Critical work there, thank you. And I'll take this. And someone dropped something here. Yeah, fire. Oh, I need to know if there's any magic circles. It might double my money. Which would be nice. No. The exit's probably there. Yep. What else? Talked about good classes, bad classes. Oh, that's why I didn't go here. Hey, give me the egg. Alright, there was nothing here. Big waste of time. So yeah, I really like the good abilities you're gonna need. Durable, quench, poison, critical, stop, and that's it. You won't really need the abs up. I mean, it's good having that for a while, but in the end, it really won't matter. Steal really won't matter for here, it's just a good way to get some money and extra stuff. Critical will be really difficult to get though, it's hard getting the 5-foot male. Alright, space fuck. I'll deal with you later. Another space fuck. So that thing is immune to all the elements. Except thunder, if you deal half damage with thunder. And regular attacks, you deal... oh, more than half. Ow. Crap. Yeah, might as well use one. Normally I just run away, but no one punches me and gets away with it. Except that guy, he got away with it. Ah, there's one. Small chest, not important. I knew leaving that thing alone wasn't gonna be a good idea. Okay. I don't know, I talked about hard classes, easy classes, good classrooms, bad classrooms, good professors, bad professors. I don't really know what else to talk about. I haven't had any weird dreams lately. Well, I kind of did. I forgot to mention this with the dream with the 2 squirrels. But after that dream, I had another dream. It wasn't really so weird. But I was like in my high school, but it was combined with my college room. My college professor was there and he was like teaching a sequel. And I left and then I came back. I'm like, oh, wait, we already did our class. I'm in the different section class. And my friend is like, yeah, let's go. Come on. So we go, and then we go into like this cafeteria room place, and they have like this karaoke machine there, or not really a karaoke machine, like, what's it, is it like a jukebox? Like, you put in a quarter and then you pick a CD track and then it plays it for you. Some kind of device like that, and then they were just randomly playing that song from The World Ends With You. I think they were playing Twister, and my friend's like, oh shit, that's my jam. And like, he puts in $1 and they play Twister again, and then he also gets the actual CD for Twister. I'm like, oh damn, I want that too. And I'm trying to like figure out how to operate this thing. I'm like, man, how much money is for Twister? And they're like, oh, this is $5. And I'm like, $5 for that? Compared to everything else, that's $1. And then the person working at like the counter, they also said that they'll give it to me if I give them like this, I forgot what it was called, it was like a cocksturch? It was some random word that had cock in it, I don't know why. But the thing that came to mind when I thought of that was this device that chefs use when they like smoke their food. It's like they cover their food in like this plastic and then they have this smoking device there. Like that's what I was thinking of. And eventually I'm like, this is a ripoff, I don't want to do this. And after a while, I think they also said they ran out of The World Ends With You versions of Twister. I'm like, damn, really? They were gonna sell it to me for $5 when the regular tracks are $1. So like, what a ripoff. Then eventually the person behind the counter is like, alright, here you go, for $1. And I'm like, alright, I'll buy it. So yeah, there was something else I forgot to mention from my dream. What the hell was that? Oh my god. Alright. What did I know? Come on, go against the wall. And auto repair powders are a fucking godsend. I remember as a kid I was too dumb to realize what these things were for, and now like, I'm putting them on my weapon, why doesn't it repair? And then later on I learned, oh, it's auto repair powder. You put it up top there, and then it automatically repairs for you. And as a kid, I'm like, man, I lost so many weapons. It's just breaking because I had no auto repair powder. Or I used my repair powder too slowly. This thing's annoying. And I need more repair powders. Or I could just use the auto repair powders. So yeah, also as a kid, I never knew like you could have revival powders up there and then it saves you when you die. I never knew that. I thought you just had to put them on your character and have a stand-in powder. So yeah, it's cool little tricks like that. As a kid though, I absolutely did know Dread Feather, that's how you get around. Seriously, that's probably the most important item in this game, the Dread Feather. You should always have one with you, always. In fact, why just have one? Have multiple on you. I mean, use it and your game time pretty much gets cut in half. Guaranteed. And don't be an idiot like I was and fix Gaffer's buggy before you put in all the Giorama stuff. Did I get the gate key? I can't remember. No. That's another thing I like about this game. I can press square and automatically sort based on some principle. I just like sorting all the time. Yeah, after this floor, I'm gonna go buy repair powders. I don't need you. Well, I guess I do. Having a map would be nice. These things. Oh, I love that thing. Give me this. Thank you. Out of here. Okay, let's buy some repair powders. Man, I've come a long way. 11 parts to get up to here. And we got the final boss coming soon. My master plan is ready, though. I'm prepared. That's another thing I love, the quick sell option. Thank goodness they have this. And the auto sorting, like, I just love it so much. Who doesn't love auto sorting like this? Steel stink shot. We don't need these axes. There's a Satan's ring with fearful spell made by Satan. Damn Satan. Scary. Need this Hexa Blaster. Looks like enough repair. Looks like enough revive. More repair. Good. Wait. One more thing. I need 2 Dran Feathers. Alright, back to the dungeon. Trying to think, what other college experiences do I have that I want to talk about? Or that I can remember? $75. 25 floors to go. Man, almost there. Oh, thank God, auto kill got it. Yeah, auto kill probably won't get 2 in a row. Yeah, auto kill will not get 2 in a row. These guys just suck. Absolutely suck. What else? Well, I don't need to heal. I can heal that way. Oh, or go here. Nice. Your eyeball, I don't need it. remember when the demon shaft was easy in like floor 2. I got these enemies with like 20,000 health. These guys are stronger than the final boss of the game. Like, that's how much health they have. Or the regular final boss, not the final boss in this dungeon. Alright, I'll just avoid you. Yeah, get frozen, bitch. Oh, I can't go there. Ow. Honestly, like the few things that really get you in this dungeon, the enemies with a lot of health deal a lot of damage. The weapon hit points they take away per hit is pretty huge, although you can counter that if you use a character that shoots weapons, like, or shoots bullets, like Osmond or Ruby or, the cat girl. I mean, with them, it's always gonna be one bullet at all times. Oh, come on, double my money, please. At least give me the egg. One of these chests. But yeah, it's the combination of these enemies being ridiculously overpowered, dealing a lot of damage to you, high HP, high weapon hit point loss, and the fact the dungeon is 100 floors really wears you out. Oh yeah, and then worst of all, some enemies are resistant to the elemental type attacks. It just really sucks. There better be another magic circle down there. There is not. There's still some enemies I haven't seen yet, though. I remember there was, like, this really big skeleton dude. There was, the big Crescent Baron. I know he's here, because I really hated him last time he was. Who else? I haven't seen those Arthurs in a while, like those big robot things. These enemies are actually new. I don't think they were anywhere else in the game. The bowmen. They're pretty fucking good bowmen. They almost always hit me. Let me think. What else can I talk about? I kind of want to talk a little about Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, but talk about it so much, it's really not worth it. I don't want to bore you. I need soap. reminds me a little of Modern Warfare 2 with Soap. Damn, I even remember Modern Warfare 3. I remember when it came out on this Tuesday that I didn't have class in high school. And I remember I pre-ordered the game, went to GameStop, and yeah, I still go to GameStop every now and then. Actually, I don't go, only when I go like shopping, I'm like, oh look, it's a GameStop, let me just check what they have. Oh, that's cool, I didn't know they have this. Alright, bye. I always go there, I never really buy anything, but I heard Modern Warfare 3 was coming. I go to GameStop at like 8, there's already a line forming there, just for the release at midnight. Oh, stuck. And I got my, well, I didn't get my copy, but managed to reserve it. They still had some. They had very little left, but I managed to make it. That was at 8 o'clock. And I'm like, alright, Dad, wake me up at 12 midnight so we can go. I don't know, at 11:30. And like my parents were worried because they're like, oh, but tomorrow, you know, you never stay up this late. But I'm like, oh, but I don't have class tomorrow. It's fine. I have class the day after tomorrow. It's fine. So yeah, there I go. My poor dad, he had to stay in line with me while I'm talking about Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. And that line was fucking long, like it wrapped around. And you know what the funniest thing was? Someone who waited online, I think I saw them when, or they had one of their friends wait online for them. They got the game, and then while I was waiting online, they were leaving the car, he holds out the game and he's just yelling, yeah! Like, he's just fucking showing off that he got the game while all of us were waiting online. And the weirdest part was, I think that was someone who went to my high school. Or middle school, so that was pretty awkward. But yeah, I remember going at midnight, got the game. After about an hour of waiting online, was it worth it? Absolutely not. I hated Modern Warfare 3, it was terrible. In my opinion, it was terrible for me. Like, I played it once, never played it again. The multiplayer just wasn't for me. The story was okay, but it wasn't. Oh, fuck yes. Thank you, Instakill. The multiplayer was, story was, the mission mode, it was something new, it was fun for a little while, but, you know, having friends who absolutely suck, it really dragged the whole game down for me. It's fucking fish fucks. I think I ended up only doing that because my friend is like, well, he convinced me to like start platinuming all my games on the PS3 just because. And I did do that. I platinumed a lot of my games. And I think I managed to platinum Modern Warfare 2. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I came close, but I didn't. Modern Warfare 3 I almost did. Unfortunately, they released DLC a few weeks later, and when I was doing the mission mode with my friends, they absolutely tanked it for me. The only time I ever got like the 3 stars for the platinum was when I did it by myself, because I didn't have to carry anyone. Ugh, my nose is like stuffed. It's just that time of the year. Oh, a lot better now. So yeah, that was Modern Warfare 3. Also, what else I remember? I was so obsessed with the fact that, like, Soap and Roach just had to... Was it Roach? Who was it? I don't even remember who. But it was that character that dies with you. in Modern Warfare 2. The guy who Shepard shoots. Can I get the gatekeeping? I don't remember getting it. Oh, that's weird. I don't remember getting it. Anyway. So yeah, I forgot what his name. Ghost. That was his name. Ghost. Yeah, and I was thinking like, damn, like he's gotta be alive. You know, like they must have brought him back or something. He's gotta be there because he was like one of my favorite characters. Nope, never came back. Not even mentioned in the story. Nothing. You know. I kind of did like the story, but it just felt like super... It wasn't really that memorable. There was some memorable moments. Soap dying was pretty memorable. Another fucking exit blaster. But overall, I really didn't like the game. It was dog shit for me. Then I think Black Ops 2 came, and I actually loved Black Ops 2. It was just so fun playing it. I don't know what it was about it, but I love Black Ops 2. The multiplayer just felt good. The story was pretty good. What else do they have? They had like the bot mode, where you can play by yourself, but you can like set the bot difficulties. So you can not really just play by yourself, but you can play with bots. And there was something else in Black Ops 2. What was it? I don't remember if they had like a mission mode or something, but they had some kind of special mode. Maybe it was... I think it was zombies that they had. It must have been zombies. But... yeah, the zombie maps, I didn't really like them that much. Black Ops 1 zombie maps, I fucking love those. The original World at War zombie maps, I love those also. But Black Ops 2 zombie maps, not for me. The only one I did like though, like, I love the co-op zombie mode in that trailer area. Or not trailer, it was like this rural farm area. Well, it wasn't actually in the farm, it was like the town of the farm. But I never liked playing multiplayer zombies. No, wait. I never liked playing the zombies where it was like 4 people and then you have to like survive and that stuff. I never liked that one. The zombies I did like though, it was the one where it's 8 people and it's basically 2 teams going at it. That one I loved. And my favorite part, I hate to say it, but I was that asshole who went to the weapon box and tried to get the EMP grenades. So whenever someone on the other team went to get a weapon out of the box, I throw an EMP grenade, the box just closes. And they waste their money. Someone even upgraded their weapon once. I threw an EMP. The thing shut off the weapon upgrade, so they just wasted 5,000 of their game dollars. It was just so fucking funny. And honestly, like multiplayer zombies or 2-team zombies, that was just so fun. And I was usually carrying my team. I was that guy. And I'm not saying I'm good. Like, I didn't carry my team because I was good. I carried my team because I was average. My teams were usually bad. They don't know how to run circles or save money. That's all you have to do in zombies, just to be average. Know how to run a circle and save money for good things. That's it. That's all you have to do. Yeah, I'll leave you alone. Like, seriously, run a circle, all the zombies gather around you, they don't touch you at all, you're good. That's all you had to do. So So yeah, that was that. I also remember, I think my first Call of Duty, I might have a PS1 game that's Call of Duty, but I don't think I ever played it. And if I did, I'm pretty sure I did not like it. But my first Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 2. Because I remember the PS3 came out, and my friend's like, quick, get a PS3, make an account so we can play together. And I did. Couldn't think of a good name for my PS3 profile, so I'm like, Black Storm 7667. Yeah, there we go. Oh, guys. So yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is my first Call of Duty, and it was such a fun game. The multiplayer was so good. I don't know why, but it was just so fun. Like, it was easy for me to grasp what was going on. I knew all of the maps very well. I knew how to use the guns pretty well. I knew all the cheap tactics, the good tactics, the bad tactics. And I would have kept playing it too, but what happened was hackers went in. Because after Modern Warfare 2 came Black Ops, and then Modern Warfare 3, they just stopped upgrading the coding for Modern Warfare 2. All the hackers came in, ruined everything in the game. Yeah, because you need aimbot and other tool hacking, whatever, to feel good about yourself on this game. And I'm not saying I was good, but it was just fun. Like, you get to play with your team, kill people. Well, not really kill people, but it's just really fun. Then hackers came, ruined everything. Yep. Absolutely ruined everything. I guess they just found it fun ruining people's games. They would either use wall hacks to know where everyone is, and trust me, I know it's wall hacking. They're turning and shooting at the wall before I even come out. They have a map hack that tells you where everyone is, auto aimbot to automatically aim at you when you come near them. Something for rapid fire, I think. Yeah, really ruined the game. Oh, and worst of all, they also had these hacks that, like, D-rank you. So you can be, like, 10th prestige, have a lot of unlocked stuff. They put in this code, boom. All of a sudden, you're back to level 1, everything's locked. I'm not saying all hackers are bad, though. Some people were good hackers. They unlocked everything for me for free. And I'm like, oh shit, that's nice. All the weapons gold, you know? Sucks I didn't unlock them myself, but some weapons I just do not want to waste the time doing it. Oh no, wait, Modern Warfare 2 didn't have the gold camo, they had the fall camo. That was like the gold for there. Oh, other good hackers, they made like these other games inside the actual game. So it would be pretty fun playing it. Although I think I've only been in like those hacker games once or twice. I mean, those were fun because they were new. But I remember like Modern Warfare 2 was completely ruined for me. And not only that, but when I did play regularly, there was something I really hated about the game. It's like I would go into game after game after game of just terrible groups that the game puts me with. That, or I'm just against people that are way beyond my skill level, which is very common, but... But sometimes people are around my skill level, under my skill level, and I have good games, but I just really hate it. Like, the matchmaking in Modern Warfare 2 is really bad. Spawning was terrible. The spawns were atrocious. You die, you spawn, they kill you instantly. Just because you spawn right next to them. Fuck, what is up with my nose? It keeps getting stuffed. Stuff like that turkey on Thursday. So yeah, that was Modern Warfare 2. Black Ops. Black Ops was just such a fun game. The story was so good though, because I really hate all the technological stuff they have in the Warfare now. Like, what was it? Modern Warfare, was it Ghosts? Not Modern Warfare Ghosts. Advanced Warfare and like the other Warfares and stuff. Like, I really didn't like them. I wish I had some good gems to put here. I'll just put these in, because why not? What do you do? Yeah, it's fine. I'm also gonna use all my upgrade powers, so it doesn't matter. Oh, are you kidding me? I couldn't have done the opposite. Like, this one's gonna double my money. Damn it. But yeah, I really don't like those advanced technology kind of warfares. The kind of warfare I liked, it was like the simple ones with tanks and aerial stuff. That wasn't too advanced. You got your foot soldiers, you got your trenches, you got your grenades, your muskets, and all that other shit. That's the kind of warfare I like. Like, Black Ops 1 was pretty good. That was during the Cold War, I think? I don't know when Modern Warfare 2 was, but it was like just before when they started introducing all the advanced shit. Black Ops 1 was good. Black Ops 2, I'll admit it, it was like pre-advanced, but I still loved playing multiplayer. It was just so fun. Damn, I'm saying so fun so much, it doesn't sound like it actually was fun. But yeah, those were good. Any more magic circles? I'm good. That's something. No, it's everything. Alright, time for floor 80. Although I don't know if it's gonna change to the holy section, if it's gonna stay thunder. Well, we're gonna find out. Only 20 floors to go and an hour and a half to do it. Fuck me, I'm not gonna make it. I have to get super lucky on these floors. And the really annoying enemies start coming. Nope, one more floor and then we get to the holy section. Alright, one fish down. Ow. 2 fishies down. Fucking turtle shell. Needle, that's good. No magic circles. And a lot of enemies. Oh, another fish fuck. Yeah, come here. Come here, I won't hurt much. Okay, what else? More fish. Another, well, it's not a fish, but... I don't know how that missed. I don't know how that missed either. You frozen fool. Running out of revival powders now. I'm thinking, what will I need for the final boss? Oh man. Oh man. Any waterfalls? Big ass chest. What do you have for me? Last judgment. Here's some food. Probably gonna need this. Yeah, you know, I don't think I'll make it unless I go over 5 o'clock, which I might have to. Maybe 5:15. Okay. Demon Shaft sucks. Alright, who's doing it? We got it. This place. Oh, great. Just what we need. I'd rather deal with these things than the fish bastards. Oh, they're both poisoned. Alright. Good luck getting me through this wall. Or pillar. Oh, yes. Alright, I think I might need some supplies. But then when we get back, we're in the holy section. Oh crap, I went to the next floor. Oh well, we'll get to see what this looks like. Should be bright pink. Yep. Here we are. Floor 81. Oh man, look at this. Plus 33? Now it's plus 34. Frozen. I'll let that poison finish you off. Man, how efficient would it just be to throw poisonous apples at everything? Just let that finish everything. Yeah, if I remember correctly, all elements against this thing don't work. You just have to keep beating it down normally. Yep. Yeah, this section's the worst. All the enemies are fucking annoying. Back there. I'm surprised that I can poison a living amount of armor, or living statue. Man, this is like the first floor all over again. Or not first floor, first dungeon all over again. God, and they take away a lot of weapon hit points. Because they're stone. Like, the enemies I've noticed are pretty annoying for weapon hit points. It's the stone, dragon... Oh, thank you. I'll take this. It's the stone, the dragons, the metals... Yeah, I guess that's it. Just those three are really annoying. These things look really cool, though. They look like bubblegum. Jeez. Any circles, please? I need money. Oh, I didn't need that on this. Forgot to switch. Well, that's it for here. Yeah, this floor is, or this section is pretty much where everything falls apart. Hey, we're almost there. 19 floors. Great, and then I have Dark Cloud 2 to play after this. I kind of don't want to play Dark Cloud 2, though. I didn't really like it as a kid. It was just too confusing for me. Especially the golfing minigame. I hated doing that. I was dumb. I didn't understand it. Oh, and the other thing about Dark Cloud 2, you can miss a bunch of trophies. Mainly the one where you have to take pictures of specific things. And if you beat the boss that you need the picture for, you can't ever get the trophy for getting all the good pictures. So that sucks. That's enough needles. I need some chicken. Yeah, that's enough chicken. Revival powder is what I need. Yeah, should be a good amount. You will buy more, and repair powder. Good. Oh wait, one more thing I need, drag feathers. Oh, should probably save also. Man, having autosave in all the games now, it spoils me so much. Autosave is amazing. Regular saving is terrible. Who has time to do that? What other stories do I have? I'm trying to think. What did I do in college that was memorable? Oh, these are the guys I was talking about that I didn't see, the big skeleton dudes. Damn, they don't give a shit. Yeah, these things are meant to be long range. Oh, come on, you little type. Oh look, these little things. That's cute. No. I think in my first business class, or not my first, almost my first, I think it was like the third one I took, or the fourth one. It was oral communications. I remember we had this assignment where we had to pick an article online and then give a presentation on it. And we each had our days. Or, no wait, we didn't have our days. We each were able to go up, but we had to do it before like the end of the first half of the semester. So I remember me, I waited until all the way to the last minute to do mine, and I found this article on like what not to do for an interview, and our articles had to be something that like pertains to business. So I found an article of what not to do for interviews, like 10 things not to do it. So then I go up to give my presentation because I'm the last one, and I remember everyone laughing really hard because it was a really funny presentation. Not only that, but because of the way it was worded inside the, or not inside, on the paper of what not to do in the interview, it says like don't wear too much makeup, or no, it says don't wear too much perfume, and it's like don't try to seduce your boss with your love potion. Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. Actually kill down there first, in case the gate key's down there. Yeah, my presentation, I was the last to go, and I was absolutely the funniest. Whoa, this thing flies. And not only that, but we also had another presentation we had to do at the end of the semester, where we pick a topic and we either try to persuade the class or inform them about it. And me, being the comical genius I am, or just that guy who's out of ideas, mine was, is the tomato a fruit or vegetable? And it was like you had to have 3 points to go across it, and your communication, or your presentation would be only 5 minutes long. And I remember giving my presentation, when the professor picked up her fingers, because like she signals you when you have like 2 minutes left or 3 minutes left. When she showed me 2 minutes left, I started speaking really quickly. I'm like, shit, I'm not gonna finish, and it finished, and then there was 2 minutes left still, and I'm like, oh, oops, I talked too quick. And that ended up making me lose a little on my grade. I got an A- on it. My friend gave this amazing presentation on typography. And she even gave us these handouts on like what fonts to use, what are superscripts, subscripts, and the other semantics. So yeah, her presentation was really good. Mine was pretty funny. It wasn't as funny as the first presentation, but it was pretty good. The first presentation I did set the stage in the class, and they all saw me as the funny guy. And it wasn't funny as in like try hard funny, but it was like, oh, he said something funny. That's pretty good. It's funny. Unlike some people in my physics class, whenever the professor says something funny, they just have to try to add on to it to be, or attempt to be a little funny. You gotta learn how to do it the right way. If you're gonna add on, you gotta do something that's relevant. Or pick something that they said in class, but say it later on in the class. Like, for example, our professor told us how, registering for the physics classes, there were, like, less physics classes than usual because, there were some budget cuts and stuff. Well, I heard him say budget cuts, so later on when he was giving this presentation, or not a presentation, this demonstration, one of his equipments didn't work, so I'm like, oh man, those budget cuts are pretty deep. And that was pretty funny, a lot of people laughed to that one. And they're like, oh, it's thinking logically, it's like, oh, it's funny because he says the physics department had budget cuts and his equipment didn't work. It's funny. I get it. See, the number one important thing about jokes is timing. Oh, not only that, you need good context also. Great, another eyeball. More bats. Screw it, I'm just gonna go to the next floor. This floor was pretty simple. Lots of bats, nothing annoying. I've noticed I've been sighing a lot. Going like, like that, too much. Oh, these fuckers. These are one of the worst, because of that. Every time you attack them and you finish them, they attack you automatically. Oh, and they can do that. Alright, I'll let the poison get you. Oh, so you can block projectiles. Or some projectiles. God, I hate these enemies. Alright. Wrong person. Double my money. Fuck. Oh, there's always next time. Shit, they're back. Oops, not this. I need chicken. I think if I can lock him in. Blocking. Oh, he's stunned. No wonder I didn't get my shit handed to me. Mellow banana. This guy. I really hate how you can steal really useless stuff. Like, stones are really garbage. Bananas, at least they restore your health all the way, but they make you very thirsty. And, let's just drop. Also, my laptop's about to die. I'm just... There, laptop's alright. Oh good, a fairy ring. Yeah, like I'm sighing a lot. I don't know why I do that. But it feels good doing it. Frozen. Oh, damn, I should have gotten behind him. He looked like he was about to take a shit. Alright, Poison, help me out here. How can you block this? Like, how is it that I'm able to block this, but not other attacks? Well, that's everything here. Gotta say, whoever does all, like, the lighting in this game... I mean, not in this game, in this dungeon. Whoever does the lighting... Man. Look at them. There must be some kind of torch in there. And someone has to light this. There's 100 floors in this dungeon. Someone's lighting these. Oh, crap. Hang on. Give me a second. Oh, fuck. Man, I'm almost out of water. Now I am out of water. Great, I got crystal eyeballs. I can eat those. Really get some... I guess it's not really iron. Damn, if I can time it right. And I can just shred him that way. Okay, game. Just break one of these while I'm in my inventory. Alright, let's get on inside it. Oh, good. Oops. That was close. All about timing. No magic circle here either. One enemy down there that I missed. Bet you that one has the gate key. Alright. Yes, thank you, insta-kill. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, 9 abs away. Might as well upgrade it. Or not upgrade it, repair it. Okay, almost there. Man, when you start at like floor 10, you just don't have the energy to do this. But now when you're at floor like 85, that's where you get the energy. Almost there. Just 1 hour. I might actually beat this. Maybe. 3 minutes each floor, 15 for the final boss. Should be okay. Damn, Chronicle plus 36. Wrong character. Come on, I haven't gotten double money for a long time. Just give it to me, please. That's alright. Well, that was one story I said about the business thing. What else did I do? Oh, I got a good story. So, in one of my business classes, it was accounting. Our professor gave us this game to play called Market Watch, where he gave us all $100,000, and it's like you invest in stocks. That's exactly the way the stock market actually works, or extremely similar to it. And he just gives us $100,000, and it functions on the same way the stock market does. So if one of the stocks you buy goes up, or it goes down, like in real life, then it goes up or down in the game. Basically, that game was Market Watch, and in the beginning, you start with $100,000. That's what he gives you. And he says that it's also ranked in your class. He says that the top 5 get some bonus points in the class. So I'm like, oh damn, I better get first. I didn't, by the way. I was close. So that game was super addicting. Like you would think it wouldn't be, but it fucking was. I was constantly checking the stocks that I bought, seeing are they going up or are they going down. And I remember like for the first 2 months, my strategy was like buy a bunch of shit and just, you know, wait for it to go up or down. I bought some tech companies that I just hear a lot about. Like I'm like, oh, Oracle, I'll buy some of that. Apple, I'll buy some of that. Amazon, sure. Google, sure, I'll buy some of that. Terrible idea. It didn't work out that well. Amazon went up a lot, and then I'm like, oh shit, you know what? I'll just buy a bunch of Amazon and hold on to it. 4 days after buying a shitload of Amazon stocks, like I spent all of the money that I had on my stocks, except for an extra 40,000, I think, that I kept just in case. Spent the rest on Amazon. Amazon went up so much per share. Like, because it has a little graph that shows you how they've been doing for like up to now and up to a few days ago, a week ago, a month ago, years ago, etc. Has all that calculated. All of a sudden, Amazon just spiked way up, and I made so much money. I jumped into second place. And pretty much one of my friends, Matthew, he was in like ranked 36 out of the 42 in the class. And he's like, man, I put all my money on Groupon. It's 50 cents. So if it... And I bought like 20,000 shares of that. So if it goes up, I'll be extremely rich. But I hope it goes up. It kept going down for day after day after day. He's like, I'm screwed. I'm not going to be in top 5. Well, last day of class, it went up. And he got a huge return on his money in the game. And he didn't end up first, but he ended up 5th, and he got some of the points. I ended up 2nd because of my Amazon thing. I just bought Amazon shares at that point, and I just held on to them until the end of the semester. I made so much more money. So yeah, that's another story. Market Watch. Look into it. Not the only business game I had to play, though. Yes! What were the fucking odds? Another business game I played, it was last semester in my business class. It was the business model. We played a game called Globus, which is pretty much, you have a company that sells these cameras and droids, or not droids, what are they called? What do you call those? Drones, not droids, drones. That's what it was. And you basically control everything about your company, or the important details. It's like, oh, how do you want your camera to have like all these functions? Like, do you want the battery to be like big or small, like 18-inch or 16-inch and all that stuff? You control all of that. You control all the stuff about your work also. Like the workplace environment, do your employees get these benefits? How many workstations do you have? And pretty much the group, there were like 8 groups. Our group was Group F. And we went with the group name F for Fabulous, making of The World Ends With You reference. None of them got it because no one plays that game except me. But, yeah, we never got in, like, the top 3. We were in the 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th. I don't know, 5th, 6th, or 7th at all times. There was one group that went just profoundly in the negatives. And pretty much doing well on this determines how well you do in the class. A little bit. Because the professor said... if your exam average is higher than your Globus average, then he'll use your exam grades mostly for your grades. If your Globus grade is above an 80, though, it has to be above an 80, or maybe he said above a 75, and that you had to do all the Globus assignments. And they were like really basic assignments. Yeah, I'll deal with you guys later. So then, on the last day of the Globus meetings, our group decides, well, you know what we should do? We should just sell off all of our employees and all these extra workstations, because for us, the company finishes tomorrow. We're not going to be going on long term because this is only for this semester. And the semester is over. Oh, this guy. Look at this fucking pose. So we did like a bitch move and we sold all of our employees and all these workstations and stuff. And the grades were calculated. We jumped to 2nd place because we made all of that money selling everything. And we ended up with like a 88 or 89 on our Globus grade. So yeah, we learned scumbag moves that a company can do when they're desperate for money. So yeah, that was Globus. Not at all like Market Watch. Market Watch is super addicting. Globus, it's pretty much you make your changes as a group, and then you wait until it's calculated. Within like Tuesday or Thursday, depending on when you have the class. I mean, I'm fine, just keep hitting me. I can run back here. It's alright, you gave me internal bleeding. I'm gonna take a bath. Cut off my leg, I'll just go and take a bath. All good now. Gave me Ebola? Here, I'm in the bath. I'm fine. I'll get stoned. Or, I'm just frozen. I see a magic circle down there, that's good. I need one to double my money. I need to buy some gems. Yes. Who's next? Oh, great. What other classes do I have I can talk about? Psychology class was pretty fun. I remember they made us, as for the psychology class, we had to go into these lab sessions and get 4 lab credits. And basically, like, you have to sign up on their website when you're gonna participate to what lab. And I remember I had one lab that gave me 3 credits right away, but it was like 2 hours of work, and I had to come in on a weekend. It was basically this eye testing experiment, where they would give me a bunch of images and a bunch of different colors, and like you had to like click the buttons and stuff. And I had to do it without my glasses, and let me tell you, like sitting in one area in the same position for hours, like looking at the image on the TV, and they put like this headrest on me, like when you go to an eye doctor and you know they pump that the gas in your eye, like they put your head against this rest. Like that's what I had to stay in. They didn't really pump my eye with gas, but that was the experiment. Like I had to keep my head in there and look at all those colors and stuff. Okay. And what ended up happening was, I don't know why, but I just started feeling extremely sick. Because it was just like nauseating doing that for so long. And by the time I was done with that lab, like at that point I was just clicking buttons trying to finish it as quick as possible. And by the time I was done, I'm like, never again. Never again going into those 3 credit labs. The next lab I had was 2 credits. Oh fuck yes, thank you, insta-kill. And this one was simple. It was a 1-person lab. Alright, well that's nice, but I don't really... Okay. It was a 1-person lab, and it was pretty much oh, you got, like, you have a partner, and their job is to learn these words, and your job is to see how well they do and give them either positive encouragement or negative encouragement. And I went with, like, the positive encouragement route. And later on, I thought something was weird because the lab said it was for one person. But here I am given a partner. And then at the end of the lab, they're like, oh, I have a confession to make. I wasn't your partner, really. I'm someone who works here. It was a student who worked in the lab rooms. They're like, oh, I was your partner. We were just testing you to see, like, which one you would do. They're like, oh, I thought something was off. Turns out my instincts were correct. Something was off. And they're like, and I told them how, well, online it said that it was a one-person lab. And they're like, oh, we didn't think of that. That's so smart. And, you know, no one ever calls me smart. And I'm like, fuck yeah, they said I'm smart. I feel pretty good about that. Regardless, though, I had my 5 credits out of the 4 that I needed. Oh, the professor also said if you didn't want to go to these lab sessions, then you can write this long psychology paper if you want. And she'll give you the credit on that. Although it would you have to write 4 of them, 4 different papers, 4 different psychology articles. Each one would be worth a credit. I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? I just went to the lab sessions during my free hour of class. It was easy, very fun, except the eye thing was terrible. And yeah, the psychology class, the professor was super cool. She gave us all of the lectures on PowerPoints. And when we would study for the exam, well, actually, the entire class was an hour and 50 minutes long, but we always ended like 30 minutes early. God, I fucking hate these things. Alright, your friend's dead. Your turn. Fucking hell. Yeah, the professor was pretty cool. All of the notes were on PowerPoints. She always let us out like 30 minutes early because we finished early. She really knew the material as well. It was all very basic psychology material. There wasn't like an advanced psychology class. I was just taking it because it was a requirement. Or it wasn't really a requirement. It was more of a, like, take this for... Take this to satisfy your science requirement. You know, really, really simple class. I took it, very easy, got an A. And the day of the exam, I would just keep reading the PowerPoints. And I would easily do very well in the exam. It was always multiple choice. And there were always like 3 bonus questions that were worth like 1 point each. So I ended up getting an A in the class. It was super easy. And you didn't have to remember all the material from the previous sections also. It was not cumulative. And that was probably like my favorite class. It was so awesome. And I would even skip my other computer science class just to get the extra time to study. And it was worth it, because in that computer science class, the professor really, like, all the notes were on the PowerPoints anyway. I mean, you could just read that. You really didn't have to come to class because it was a giant lecture class. So the professor wouldn't really know you weren't there. Isn't gonna use an auto repair tool. Yep. hours to go, 15 minutes to go. 15 minutes have passed, 45 minutes left. So I'm 9 minutes ahead. Although I still haven't found anything to double my money. This game hasn't been nice to me there. Or life in general. What else? Psychology, computer science. Did I get the key? I probably did. I already talked about that anthropology class I had that was super easy. Oh. Good thing I have more backups here. Yes, instant kill. Actually, it doesn't matter yet. Oh. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? I lost 10,000 money being here. I bet you that Crescent Baron is the one who has the gate key. It's definitely him. Just kidding. Just kidding. Alright, well that's done. Next floor. There's some other good stories I have. I already talked about the easiest classes, the hardest classes. I mentioned platinuming PS3 games. I remember trying to platinum Black Ops 1. It was hard to do, because I thought, oh, well, if they released it, they didn't release DLC yet, so they don't have those DLC trophies. So you don't need to really pay money to platinum yet. So I should try to platinum this as quick as I can. Came super close to doing it, but there was, I think, 1 or 2 trophies that I didn't get. One of them was like in zombies, you have to shoot the upgraded crossbow at someone and have them kill like 10 zombies when the crossbow bolt explodes. Yes, thank you, instant kill. I fucking love you. That one I never got. There was also another one which was... Fuck, what was it? It was like... Get to around... Damn it, I can't remember it. There was another one for sure, but I don't remember what it was. Black Ops 1 Zombies, though. God, that was so fun. I mean, there I am saying it again. But it was really fun! The maps were so cool. My favorite one was the moon one. Or not moon. What was it called? Ascension, I think? It was the one with the centrifuge that spins. Loved it. Favorite map. Oh, great. Least favorite part about that map, though, the monkeys that come in. I fucking hate those monkeys. Stealing my fucking juggernaut. And my teammates, most of the time, are like really terrible. Can't defend the fucking thing. Wow. Not having my shit today, huh? But yeah, like, I really love the maps there. The guns were fun to use. The mechanics were pretty cool. Why is that not hitting it? I guess all the attacks are going on that dragon. Alright, your poison will let me finish you off. Yeah, I just knew what happened. Poison you. Ooh, fuck you guys. This. And the wonder weapons for the game were pretty cool too. The thunder gun was my favorite. Just shoot, boom, say goodbye to everything in front of you. Pretty much whoever has that just lives the entire time. And my strategy for Black Ops 1 Zombies on the Ascension map, I always try to go to get the ballistic knife and the upgraded knife. Reason being, I just love shooting the knife and reviving someone. It's so fun. And I really try to be the supportive guy on the team. Why do I keep saying the same thing? So fun, so fun. Fucking come up with new things to say. But it just brings me so much joy. Just seeing someone become revived all of a sudden, without me ever having to go near them. I just shoot a knife in them and they get back up. So yeah, I always go for support. Fuck, now I want to play Black Ops 1 Zombies again. Oh well. I don't want to stream it though, no one's gonna watch it. And I know for sure I'll embarrass myself. Fuck. Alright, have fun with that. Man, I really want to play Black Ops 1 Zombies now. I mean, it's cool being the support, but then whenever I play, like, we never make it far. And by far, I mean, like, past 30. Hell, we barely make it past 20 every now and then. I still remember my rules for Black Ops 1 Zombies on Ascension. As soon as the rounds start, just fucking run and get that room that's all the way at the top. You never want that door where the zombies come in that's at the bottom. Behind or under the stairs. Because there's like 4 windows you look at where zombies come in. You don't want the one at the stairs. You don't want the one that's on the first floor. Was it? Or did you want that one? You want the one where people are running across. Oh, come on, Evil Ted, don't do this to me. And then, when it's 4 people, like, as soon as one person leaves, I'm like, fuck it, I'm not playing anymore. I want 4 people here. I hate it when that one person leaves and the other person leaves. I just know, like, with 3 people, it's not gonna be fun. I need 4 people here. 4 people or I'm leaving. And finding a game is hard. Or at least finding good people to have a game with. Because they either suck, they either just leave their controller on and just are away from the game, or they just have like really bad connection and disconnect easily. It's very difficult finding good people to play with. Come on, a little closer. Still no gate key. still, like, I remember in the first room, everyone tries to just like, get as many points as you can. After that, you just see whoever is the first poor sucker to open the doors. And I'm like, fine, I'll open the first door, but then I won't open the second one, you know? The first door is only $7.50, the next doors are $12.50. But nope, they're like, oh, well, you have the most money, you open the doors. And I'm like, but dude, come on. And everyone runs to the weapon box at the top. Everyone just rushes to there. And if sometimes people are just so stubborn and they're like, if you're not gonna open the doors, fine, we'll just stay here and we'll all die together. And it has happened to me many times. People were too stubborn to buy the doors. We never got to the mystery box and we all died before like round 7 or 6. Oh no. Okay. Still no gate key. Bomb nuts though. Getting ready for the final boss. I don't know how I dodged that one. Okay, one down. Man, thank God for revival powders being there. I also need to buy some. Look at this little family of chests. Gonna open up all of them. Nope, I'm not gonna open up all of them. Okay, we don't need you. We don't need you. Oh, I could use that. So yeah, and then after that, what I would end up doing, my strategy is pretty much just keep hitting the weapon box until I get the ballistic knife. And then upgrade it. And then eventually, very early on, I try to get 3,000 points and get the sickle. I just build up as many points as I can. Just knifing, headshotting, I just try doing all of that. And eventually upgrade the ballistic knife. And I don't know what secondary weapon I try to go for. Yeah, I knew that would happen. Hey, like that. Like that. One more. There we go. I need to buy some more supplies. So yeah, get the ballistic knife, upgrade it, and then whenever people go down, I just run across the map as fast as I can and pick them back up. I never go for that perk that lets you have unlimited sprinting and sprint a lot faster, mainly because the monkeys come and they ruin everything. What I do is I buy claymores, and then at the end of every round, or when I get a max ammo, I go and place them. I place them down near the Juggernaut door. It doesn't help, the monkeys automatically destroy it. But if you put it down near the corners, you might kill a few, buying some time. I really don't know what second weapon I go for. I might go with like a point building weapon, I think. Yeah, I think I go with a point building weapon. Something like the Galil. The Galil is amazing, by the way. Totally recommend really good weapon in the game. I don't know about multiplayer, but for zombies, Galil, really amazing. It cuts through them like paper. Especially when you upgrade it. Like, round 30 is up, it's fucking good. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's good, it's good. I have enough chicken. I don't need these mules. Okay, 30 minutes left. Man, I really want to play zombies now. Just talking about it. Still, I love being that guy who just shoots the ballistic knife from a long distance and revives someone. I love doing it. And the funny thing is, they don't expect it at all. Like, they're just sitting there, they're about to die. I shoot them with a ballistic knife from a long distance, and I'm like, oh, I'm up, and then they die instantly. And I shoot them again, and this time they know what's going on. Oh, and one of my favorite devices, like, in World at War Zombies, you have the monkey bombs to attract the zombies and then blow them up. Here, you have something called Gersh devices. They're like a black hole, they suck in all the zombies. And it gives you 50 points each bomb, and it's an instant kill out of zombies. And if you jump in, it teleports you to a random place on the map. So yeah, Gersh devices are pretty cool. It's cool having those. But now I think my main setup is try to get a Galil, or any point building weapon, and the ballistic knife, upgrade them, and yeah, I'm set. So yeah, that's my take on zombies. That's what I do. It's my strategy. Just point horror as much as I can in the first round, open some doors. Ah. Oh, well, there'll probably be water somewhere. Oh, there isn't. Just check the map. Crescent berries. Alright, screw you guys. I'm getting really lucky with these drops. It's really coming early. Usually you would get the gate key when you kill about half the enemies. Or the last enemy in my case. But getting them like second or third enemy is really good. I'm already on 92. And it's only 4:32. 4:34. Okay. 8 floors, about 30 minutes to do it. I'll hold off until I find a waterfall. Oh good, another battle. Mighty healing. Let's keep going. Yeah, give me more batch, and make one of them have the gate key. That really pisses me off also. Why remaster this game but really make the trophies in it so crappy? Like, I get it, you beat a dungeon, you get a trophy for that. That's fine, like that's acceptable. You got a trophy for the Sun Gem thing? Okay, that's also cool. It was a good side quest in this game. But then, like, you got a trophy for beating Gallery of Time and the final boss. Alright, at that point, you got all the trophies. What the hell? Why not include the stuff after Gallery of Time? Why not include, oh, get to 20 floors of Demon Shaft, 40 floors, 60 floors, 80, beat Demon Shaft, get Chronicle 2. Have that be trophies. Why not include them? Here, you beat the game. There's also a 100 floor dungeon that you can do. Oh, you don't have to do it. You know, there's no trophies associated with it. What do you mean you're going on the Dark Cloud too? That's pretty much what happens. Should actually get some water. Yeah, it sucks. Like, why not include this? I'm not just saying that because I wasted 10 hours doing Demon Shaft. I mean, yeah, I did, but... Did I get the silver key? I didn't. Like, seriously, why not have that as a trophy? Beat Demon Shaft. You bitch, get on this. Let's get these. I also like how in this game, every enemy uses the same poison, because antidotes work regardless on who poisoned you. It's nice. There's a universal antidote for every single poison in this game. God, I'm almost there. 93. Just 7 more. Alright, I'll let that finish you off. Get your friend now. Great, I stole a stone from this game. And who do we have here? What also would have been cool if they added it would be every, like, 20 floors, so at floor 20, 40, 60, and 80, and 100, or I guess at 80 it would end, you would fight the old bosses. So at floor 20 you would fight, like, the boss from Divine Beast Cave, and then you'd fight Master Utan for floor 40. Floor 60 you would fight La Saya. Floor 80 you would fight that Minotaur Joe. And then at floor 100, they should have given you, like, a super dark genie. Although, now that I think about it, all the bosses were insanely easy on their own. So, this wouldn't really do anything. Still, would have been cool. Probably would have taken too many resources, though. Because I know in this game, they liked the idea of duels, but they eventually stopped giving you that many duels because it was so costly for the game. In a programming perspective. and that's why they gave you so few duels. Like, they give you one in Divine Beast Cave, and they give you one on floor 4. They give you another one on, like, floor 9. And then in Wise Owl Forest, they give you one with the White Fangs. They give you another one with Goro. They give you a third one with the Snake. And then after that, no more duels until you get to the moon ship in the 4th dungeon. So yeah, they really... Duels really were kind of fun. What's behind me? Oh, you're not that bad. Yep. Especially now. You're poisoned. Oh no, Emotep's back up. Like in the real movie. Hang on, timeout, upgrading my weapon. Let's see. Okay, no gate key from anyone. Thanks, guys. Yeah, just run after me while I handle this dude. Living armor, huh? Well, you're dead now. And your turn. Almost to floor 100. So close. You know what sucks? I've used Tone for the entirety of Demon Shaft. I'm not going to use him at all for the final battle. Because he's not that good for close range with the final boss. You need long range for that. Oh great, both my revival powder and my auto repair powder got used. Still no gate key. Fucking hell. Or did I get it? I don't remember. No. That's useful. Oh yeah, get stopped. Ooh. Ow. How does that still hurt? Such a terrible person doing this to a dog. Great, last enemy. Here's the gate key. Found it. This fucker had it. I think stones do like 1 damage when you throw them. And they sell for 1 money, so stones are absolutely worthless. There it is. Well, that floor wasted a lot of my time. I don't even know what I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Although I did say I would stream a test stream for the randomizer in Chain of Memories. I already said it multiple times. In Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, I wrote a program to give me random deck codes. And I'm basically gonna test it out on stream tomorrow. So now I have a pseudo-random randomizer, because computers have pseudo-random. It's not really random. They like do something with the bits, and then they combine it, and then that's your seed, and they add some numbers to it, and boom, random value. These weapon circles have been shit the entire day. Oh, thank you, insta-kill. Fucking annihilated that bitch. I won't annihilate him, though. I really hate how he can do that to me. I finish my combo and he pushes me back. Ooh. Yeah. And you're dead. I'm out of water. Great. Great, give me a salty fish to eat. I think it's a salty fish. It's called an Evi. You use it in a salt area. I would assume it is. Zubat. Those things are like Zubats. Incredibly annoying. They're everywhere. They poison you all the time. Guess I'm gonna have to start getting my water from killing things. Or at least my HP from losing water. Crap, 2 of these dudes. Good thing this isn't Dark Cloud 2. I think in there they don't let you drink water or they don't let you eat anything if you can't drink. God damn it. And there goes the other revival powder. There's a mellow banana. Alright, you enjoy that poison. I need some water. Magic. Okay, I'll magic myself some water, and I'm dead. This is why we carry standing powder. Alright, Scrub Lord, get your ass back up. Fucking Scrub Lord. Can't kill 3 Crescent Barons here. Of course, the last enemy had the key. take this. Yeah, things aren't going so well right now. And I still never even got my money doubled once. So I don't know how I'm gonna get Xiao's weapon to become angel gear. I don't know how to get the gems now because I don't have the money for it. Alright, this dude. 95, yeah, 5% left. Chronicle sword is full, let's upgrade, just because. Chronicle sword plus 40. I got 40 levels going from floor 1 to 100 of Demon Shaft. Oh, you get frozen, bitch. I hate these things. Oh wow, insta-kill worked there. Thank you, insta-kill. Putting Lord Emotep in his place. Don't worry, you need some water? We got some water down there. I could use some water in real life right now too. My throat fucking hurts. Alright, Bones. Let's get you. I never understood why they give you fish bait if they give you batons. Oh no. Yes! Fucking still no gate key. Man, remember 10 floors ago when I was getting the gate key on the first enemy killed? Good times. Bullshit. Ow. Yeah, this dude just doesn't care at all. He just hits. There is no knockback with him. Oh, perfect. Right here. Next floor. Six. Lich. Come on, give me the gate key right off the bat. You know what would suck if this game crashes right now? Because I haven't saved since, I think, 80. That would suck. get through this. It's already 4:15. Nope, 4:45. Actually, 4:56. I am fucking late. Oh well. Yes! I mean, I would have liked my money double, but it could have been way worse. No. Come here. Alright, what junk do I get from you? Snail, thanks. Let's get that. Fuck. Okay, what other chests do we have? No magic circles. Let's get out of here. How am I also gonna do this? Because I want to use a bunch of bomb nuts on the final boss just for the lulz. I'm gonna have to get rid of a lot of stuff. And I'm gonna need a lot of money. Just to buy all the bomb nuts. I hear another emo-tab approaching from behind me. Nope, it was a joker. That's what I'm talking about. Ow. Fucking hell. Alright, I'll let you get away with it this time, and not next time. Come on, give me the egg. No. Need to know if there's any magic circles. Wait. Oh. No more. Let's get out of here. I'm assuming the gate will be this way? Yep. And it's now 5 o'clock. But I got 2 floors to go. And I think the last floor, there is no elemental type. They just give you the strongest enemies in Demon Shaft. Come on. Wow. All these magic circles, not one gave me double money. Just great. Please die instantly. Please die instantly. Please die instantly. Please die instantly. Okay, I'll take poison. No magic circles here either. Let me deal with these dragons first. Ah. Ow. Here, have some chicken. Have a rifle powder. No, wait. I like to keep my order. Man, imagine doing a speed run of Demon Shaft. It must take about 10 hours to get through this place. Oh, good. Nice. Alright, let's see. Can we kill you or poison you? Please die. Poison. Something. Okay. Let's take poison. You won't catch me. Nice try. I never knew you can actually do that though. You can still instant kill them even though it does no effect. Of course, nothing. Poison, that's good. Okay, there's like 3 enemies left. Hang on, let me go see if there's any gem runs. I'll kill them first. I don't think there are mimics. If there are, maybe a king mimic. Scorpion's pretty good. Ah, who else? Okay, no more gem runs. Alright, found the last enemy. These can't be mimics, right? It's just convenient that there's so many treasure chests. There, got it. Ah, oh, one of them was a mimic. Who is it? There it is. Damn it. Okay, which one of you little motherfuckers is holding the gate key? This one is. Alright, floor 99. We've come a long way, guys. Well, this sucks. I never got my money doubled, so I don't know how I'm gonna fight against the final boss. poison. Hey, try reaching me now. Oh, you can block it. It seems like you can block a lot of projectiles. I've never noticed it. And dead. Alright, looks like there's mimics on this floor. And 2 magic circles. Please let one of these double my money. Great. I'm not wasting my time going in the back floor. Yeah, I'm not wasting my time with you losers either. We did it. Demon Shaft's done. Well, the grindy part. Oh, I need the key. Alright, let's see what a floor 99 box on the last dungeon gives me. Fucking fork. Okay. A needle. Nice. I love needles. Stick them in places. Oh, man. Okay, so let me think how I'm gonna do this. Because I'm definitely gonna try to bust a nut on the final boss. Fuck, you know what I forgot to look up? I forgot to look up how many shots it took me to kill it with Shao last time. Come on. Ah! All of that, all of these fucking magic circles, and I never got my money doubled once. I got it halved like 2 or 3 times, but I never got it doubled. That sucks. I'm not ready then. Oh. Okay, 2 revival powders is hopefully enough. Alright, maybe 4 revival powders or 5 revival powders. Some chickens. Wow, look at this. Look at... Wow, that's how you know it's the last floor. This one's like all gold and rubies and shit. Okay, let's leave. Alright, time to prepare. How are we gonna do this? First things first, I need to get a lot of money. The game was a bitch and didn't double my money. Let me just save now in case I make any mistake. Okay, the 2 things I need are gonna be sapphires and are gonna be paradox. I don't need this anymore. I might keep 1 standing powder. Keep some of these. I need the chickens. Actually won't need these because I don't think the boss does any status effects. What weapons can I sell? I'm gonna need a javelin, scorpion, partisan. Which of these I can do? be enough. It's enough repair powders. It's enough auto repair powders. Yeah. Let me check in some items. Huh, I have all these stat boosting items that I never used. I also have these gate keys that I never used. What do I not need? Fishing radio. I don't need these, really. Actually, I could sell these, because I don't really need them. Honestly, I need magic and attack. I don't think those give them. Yeah, like, you don't give attack, you don't give magic. Yeah, you don't really give anything. Yeah, I could just sell these gems. And I should probably use this. Please give me 7. Yay! Thank you. Buy some gems. 3 of those. Of these for now. Magic. What was magic? Sapphire? And time to use those upgrade powers I have. Oh good, now you're at max magic. Great, so I didn't even need to buy these. Kill me. Attack. I wasted my money buying all those. Come on, we need you to have enough. Yes, okay. Angel gear. Alright, we are absolutely ready. I still have a good amount of money. Now I need to figure out the perfect way to do this. All I need is one of you. This is enough of me, this is enough of that. Stand-in powders, revival powders. Yeah. And then, one giant family. So I'm using 29 slots right now. Just in case things go wrong, I'll buy 2 more of that, so I have 5. Okay, and one last thing. I promised to do this. Time to buy the nuts. We're going all the way up to 100. Hello, ma'am. I would like to buy all of your nuts. Give me those sweet nuts. Listen, with this many, I cannot possibly miss. Oh, even better. I've got a better idea. Now I can buy even more nuts. Oh wait, no, it won't let me buy more. Okay, never mind. I thought I was being smart, but I wasn't. Okay, where's my dread feather? Alright, let's do this. I'm absolutely ready. And no one is here in the chat, it's just me. No one's gonna get to watch me bust a nut. Literally. Oh, one last thing. Goodbye. Hey, Chronicle Sword plus 40. Yes, everything's maxed. In case you're wondering why, I mean, I'm gonna status break it anyway and then put it in Chronicle 2. But with this, I didn't even have to max out my weapons. I just put this in, boom, maxes it out for me. The top floor. Here goes. Black Knight, Pendragon. Alright, let's begin. I don't know how much HP he has. Very easy phase 1, just keep doing this. Watch out for that. And if you hit him midway, he'll change direction and then he might be able to hit you. I don't know how much HP this phase has. Stuff should have get me. Calling me now. Ugh, okay, I got it. Music's pretty fucking cool. Look at this guy. Can't even keep up with the bunny with the helicopter on his back. Wonder why I leveled him up. This is why. Look at all these fucking nuts I'm gonna get him with. carefully. Don't want to get hit. Phase. Yeah, that's where I get hit. I knew it. But you can get some HP back from Drain. Fuck, why won't he die? I just know I'm gonna fucking use a stamina drink and then he's gonna die right away. So let's do it. I don't know how much health he has, like 40,000, 50,000. Alright, phase 1 is done. I don't know how many hits it is. I'm just gonna count to 10 and then after that start busting nuts. Fucking busting nuts. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10. Alright, this looks like a good time. There's also one trick that I read here, where, let me test it out. It was like, if you let yourself die, and then you switch characters, and then, like, press R2, you'll be immune to any damage. So, just kill me. Come on, just kill me. And now if I don't know if it really works. Nope, I messed it up. Definitely messed it up. Well, let's see. Oh, it works! It's real? Alright. You know what must happen. You know what must be done. Time for some nut busting, and I can't change my thing. This isn't good. It won't let me... Well, I have different ways to nut bust if you won't let me use that. Damn it, it won't let me nut bust. Well, at least I know this works. This is pretty cool. But let's be honest, if anyone's gonna nut bust, it's gonna be Tone. He's gonna be nut busting on his dad. Oh, time to bust a nut. We're busting nuts. We're doing it. Hey, Dad, wanna bust a nut? Are you proud of me, Dad? Hang on, I need some more. Time to bust a nut. think of a good porn title for this. Farm boy busts nut on armored dad. Fully armored dad, I guess. Come on, Dad. Let's see what you got. Is this what you guys wanted? Is this what everyone wanted? We're busting nuts on my dad. This is how you truly defeat the Black Knight Pendragon. Busting nuts, day and night. Come on, Dad. Let's see what you got. I'm pretty sure if I counted how much health he had and knew it, and counted the damage I did, I'd probably be able to finish him off by busting nuts. Hell, I'm probably not even close to finishing him off. I'm getting thirsty from busting so many nuts. Come on, die. Die from die from me busting nuts. The one time everyone asks me to do this, and I do it, no one is here to enjoy. Thirst has reached its limit. I'm busting nuts. When you bust this many nuts, of course you're gonna be dehydrated. God damn, how much fucking health does he have? That's it, these are all my nuts. I dropped about 60 lows on his face and he survived them all. Well, that's it. That's all my nuts. Oh, this isn't looking good. I guess I was a few hits too soon. Oh yeah, he wasn't anywhere close. That was fun though. Yes, got him! Hello, Chronicle 2. Alright, one final thing to do. Give me this fucking back. I made the mistake last year I played this not to have an upgrade powder. Well, this time I have it. Chronicle 2 +1. All the abilities. 350 attack. Everything maxed out and not equipped. Yeah, there we go. Looks cool. Well, that's it for Dark Cloud. Hope everyone enjoyed it. That's the end. No more parts. We're done. I need to go. I'm tired. Tomorrow's stream will probably be the Chain of Memories randomizer test. I don't know if I'll even upload it. Maybe I won't. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So that's it for Dark Cloud. We're done. I'll begin Dark Cloud 2 eventually. And with that, thanks for coming, and goodbye.